Hey guys, welcome to another video of Tech Studio. Today we are going to talk about how to bootstrap a company. We will talk about three points today, 3 points that I shortlisted for this video, and we will have other videos where we talk more about. We go into details on how to bootstrap a company or how to do business in general. So we will have a lot of other videos coming soon where we talk about each of these things in detail. So in this video we will talk about how to bootstrap a company. Let us start. First point that I wanted to share is that when you are bootstrapping a company, be very careful with the accounts. Everything that is coming in and you are spending, be very careful in what you are spending, where you are spending that money, because after all, basic the meaning of bootstrap is that you are not taking any loans, and whatever is coming in your whatever money is coming in for your in your business, you're using that to fund your expenses, you're using that to fund your company and all. But you may ask ki, what if nothing is coming in? Where to start? So yes, initially you have to invest money, and you have to, that is like you can ask your family and friends, you can do some crowdfunding and get some money and invest. Basically, whether it can be any business, it has to start with investing money in it. So once you invest money, the next point comes about advertising. So once you have invested the money, once you have raised some money, where are you going to spend it? So spend it in two ways, I should say. One is team building, and the second is advertising. So when you start advertising, you need to be sure that if suddenly leads starts coming, and they will, you should be able to consume the leads. So what I'm saying is, if you get 10 to 50 calls regarding people interested in your product or service, you should have enough capacity to produce produce that amount of order, or give that amount of service. So basically you should be able to consume the entire orders that you are getting. So that is where the team building comes. So both of these, the team and the advertising, has to maintain a balance. So that is where you have to have might also face some problems initially, but then that is where you have to find that balance, maybe through trial and error. But yes, it helps a lot to have a mentor. It helps a lot to have somebody who has been into business for a longer time to help you out, figure out things. But many a times that is not the case. So that is where we do make mistakes. But then if you are bootstrapping a business, don't be afraid to make mistakes, because you will, and that's okay. If you lose money, you will raise it again, so don't worry about it. So advertising, so advertising is very important, and I'm not only talking about paid ads, but even year to year ads. Like, you talk to people, you tell them about your business, you share in the social media, you build a nice profile for your business in the social media, you have a beautiful website, and you promote your business. All these things are very important. As long as people don't know that you exist, they will definitely not pay you for your services. So it's of high importance that you make yourself known in the community. So advertising becomes a very important part of bootstrapping a business. I found something very useful for my business when I bootstrapped it, and that is listing services. There are B2B listing platforms. If you are talking about in India, there are services like Just Dial, there are services like India Mart, and there are a few other services like Sulek, I guess. So all these platforms, they list businesses, and they take some money for that, and people search. When people search on the internet about a business, um, they find your business on top results, and that is how people can get to contact you. So for me, in my initial days, it has really showed some good results for me, and hence I suggest you the same. List your company. There are free listing services, but definitely, if you invest money in it, it definitely gives you much better results. So think about that. Advertising is very important. And the third point that I wanted to share is building a beautiful portfolio. Building portfolio is very important. If you're talking about products, how many, let's say I'm talking about a soap and detergent company. Okay, so how many consignment have you delivered? That is also a portfolio. If how many retailers are connected to you, that's also a portfolio. So building that portfolio is very important, and initially making that portfolio can be hard. If I talk about service providers, like let's say about us, we design softwares and we make websites and mobile apps. So for me also personally, when I started, it was very hard to find my very first client. And basically everybody is searching for somebody who has a ready-made portfolio. But then what, like if you are starting, you will definitely not have one, so what to do there? So basically what I tried myself was to work for NGOs. I'm talking about website designing as of now, but this can be applicable to any business if you talk about. So I tried to design websites and softwares for NGOs without charging them any money. And during that process, we did some service. We made some websites for NGOs and did promote them. And doing that, we made some portfolio for ourselves. Now let's say I have somebody who wants to pay me for developing their website or software. I can show what work I have done. I have done it for free, but this is still work, and the person can see how much capable I am, and what kind of work I have done. So that can be one strategy that you can use. But building portfolio is very important, whether it's any kind of business. People tend to judge you by the kind of work you have done. So having some good portfolio under your hat really helps a lot of times. So these were my advices for bootstrapping a company, and I would like to share a lot more information with you guys. So that's it for this video, and see you on the next video. Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to Intedi Tech Studio, and bye.